Hello. First of all, I'll introduce myself. My name is Sle-gee, and I have studied the doctor's course at the Environmental GIS-RS laboratory in the Korea University. Today, I present the predicting potential distribution of endemic species about insects by climate change. I'm going to explain the following table of contents. My idea to make an open information system in an insect field is focused on the aim part. And I have done a pilot study in case of South Korea. That is on the result of pilot study. At the beginning, we should understand the situation of the insect data. Ecological habitat is changed by climate. Even insect is hardly observed because it has mobility and their volume is small related to flora. So insect distributional data is scarce. It leads the shortage of less concrete spatial analyzing research. But to understand the entire ecosystem, we should consider the complex constituent, both plant and insect. It could help to establish a conservation plan adapting climate change according to the potential habitat changing. Insect data consists various information, which is a kind of a big data platform, but it has some problems we should solve. Major problem is three: shortage and unreliability of distribution data, absence of generalized methods to predict potential distribution, and scarcity of utilizing the accumulated specimen data. To overcome these problems, I suggest an open system of data gathering and detailed information that is activated on web or application. A picture in the screen shows the flow of the advanced data collecting and prediction model around the species data gathering system. Left side of the picture, taxonomists have a role to do a field survey and verification already collected data. And field expert and hobbyist support data gathering. Additionally, the specialists such as policy decision maker and scientist is satisfied from predictions result made by species distribution model. Species distribution model consists spatial data of public and spatial collection data of crowdsource. It could separate natural and social and climate data by properties. To do a pilot study, we analyzed the correlation between various data and predicted from the present to the future. I'm afraid that have not applied the other models, but I have terminated the first approach using Maxent. Maxent is a kind of the SDM, and the black colored line shows already done. I'll show you a case lately. To deduct a draft of a result, we set variables two categories: environmental and insect distribution. In the environmental part, it has elevation, soil, land cover, and rocks, and climate data. These come from the different sources that is selected the most detailed and correct. In case of climate data, it includes current and future based on the RCP scenarios. Before the variables used, we should know about the characteristics of species distribution model. SDM, the species distribution model, is a kind of modeling method to predict potential habitat based on distributional information. In this pilot study, we use maximum entropy model, maxent, applying machine learning, which is one of the artificial intelligence method. This picture shows one of the characteristics of maxent. We easily identify different depends on a number of distribution points. Left one is 35 specimen point input, and the right one is 63 that is added from recently field survey. More gathering point is input, more accuracy is shown. Back to the insect area, I use the specimen data of Coleoptera, which is collected in the Korean National Laboratory. I focused on the endemic species to emphasize the risk of climate change and have a sorting phase to find suitable species at the SDM. Exclude error and unsuitable species. Only just 11 are remained among the 224 endemic species. To avoid autocorrelation and multicollinearity, input variables selected by statistical analysis. The axis is mean each variable, and red color area is over 0.8 correlation. We excluded them, but some major variables are included, though how high correlation such as annual mean temperature and max temperature of warmest month, and there is low correlation between insect distribution and variables. So autocorrelation is not appear in this data set. This is selected 13 input variables that is consisted 9 climatic, 3 environmental, and 1 social variable. The climatic variables are applied from the current to the future, such as 2050s and 2070s. The pilot study results could separate different distribution type by a spatial pattern. 11 target species are divided 5 spread, 1 stability, 4 retreat, 1 isolated type. At the screen, I show you a case of SDM result. Staphylococcus coreanus shows a typical retreat pattern according to the time. The temporal spatial map appears changing of potential habitat region. The upper pictures means the change of the time and the ICP scenarios. To simplify the result, it could separate positive and negative ecological region. It is based whether reservation area or not in the current situation. It is more useful to the policy decision maker or general public. The SDM result I introduced today has some weakness point to apply immediately because it is not perfectly matched the Korean peninsula and only accent is considered. But in my opinion, this could work to turn up the case of utility for the deficient insect data and use the open system of data gathering and detailed information. We should find the more enterprised method, such as this system, to overcome our limitation of data and connecting between various properties. Thank you for listening.